You know, the thing that I find so interesting about Danielle loves to portray herself in this like mature way. She literally puts herself on this pedestal as if like she's the most mature person that she knows, as if she's the most sensible person on the whole cast, when in reality she's one of the most immature people along with her partner Yohan. Why? Well, Danielle decided to go on her live stream, and let's not mess about. Throughout the season, she's even gone on TikTok, she's made different little posts here and there, and she's always whining and complaining about something, or always justifying something, or always trying to educate the public. And you know, for someone that is supposed to be mature, you wouldn't even waste your time, you wouldn't even waste your breath trying to justify yourself, trying to explain yourself, trying to do anything in general. You'd be like, you know what? Let me just allow people to say what they're going to say, but I'm going to keep myself quiet, you know what I mean? But instead of that, Danielle went on a whole freaking live stream where she was legit burying Yohan. I mean, for someone that's supposed to love Yohan, someone that decided to marry him, why would you want to bury him in a public eye? Why would you want to slay him so bad? Because in reality, they say that if you truly love someone, but you know they're not treating you right, you will just leave them and then that's it. You won't talk the talk, painting this way and that way. You'll just walk away. But listen, I'm talking way too much. So let's get into the live stream. Let's get into some of the things that she said throughout it. And luckily for us, and luckily for myself in particular, these little snippets here are courtesy of 90 sips of reality. But with that being said, let's get into it.
It's hard, try your best. I'm curious as to what people mean when they say that. Do you mean tolerate abuse? Do you mean tolerate lying and dishonesty? Do you mean by try your best?
You know, Danielle references abuse quite a lot throughout the video. And I sit there and I'm just sitting and thinking to myself, for someone that's supposed to be a strong woman, right? Someone that's supposed to be this fearless person, why are you still in a relationship with someone that is abusive? You know, they say that when a woman is in a relationship that's abusive, she won't be vocal about it. She won't tell nobody about it. She'll just put up with it until hopefully she finally finds the strength to get out. And then once she finds the strength to get out of that relationship, that's when she's more likely to talk about it, to then tell people what exactly is going on. Sometimes someone may be vocal about it to a certain degree if, for example, they are caught with a bruise or a mark or some sort of evidence, right? Give or take. So my point is that if you are in an abusive relationship, then this is Danielle I'm talking to this morning time, and I say if you are, isn't it interesting how she's so vocal about it as if it's like nothing? As if it's like, yeah. That's why it's so hard sometimes to really know if somebody's telling the legit truth, because there are so many different formats of how people handle it when it happens, right? But Danielle, she's always someone you got to question. But listen, let's continue.
Sit in front of your computer all day and work for like 12 and 13 hours while your husband is sitting next to you watching Naruto, and then you have to finish working and cook dinner, otherwise he'll throw a temper tantrum. Is that what you mean? Pick your battle. So give me an example of a good battle. So give me an example of a good battle. Give me an example of what you think is a worthwhile battle. I'm curious. I'm gonna go live after the tell-all on Sunday to share a lot more things, but I'm just curious as when people say try your best or have patience. Someone at the airport yesterday recognized me and they're like, just have patience, just have patience. Like patience is gonna make a man not be abusive financially, physically, and emotionally. Like patience is gonna solve that problem.
100%, patience is not gonna solve the problem. 100%. If you are in a relationship that is abusive in any way, any of the ways that she even listed, it doesn't have to be all of them together, but in any one of them, patience isn't gonna change anything. At the end of the day, when it comes to problems being solved or being fixed or waiting for someone to become a better person or a different person or whatever you're waiting for, the thing that you're actually waiting for is for them to want to change that. You're waiting for them to actually take accountability for their actions. But do you know how long it takes someone to actually take accountability? And really and truly, it really depends on the person. One, it can depend, sometimes it can depend on their age. It definitely depends on their maturity. definitely depends on their role models around them, okay? And also depends on their trauma. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so many things out there that can really delay someone's ability to evolve and become mature. Now, in this situation here, Danielle always portrays Yohan like a little boy. She always portrays him as an immature man. So I can understand her point about why am I going to wait? But then I ask this question, but why are you still in the relationship? That is always the key question, right? And for someone that's supposed to be so mature, why are you still in the relationship? Like, I can't really fathom how she knows he's still growing, he's still young, you know, he still isn't really mature, all that kind of stuff. But you're telling me, and this is something that she's highlighted about him throughout the whole season. But you're telling me that she still has a strength to want to not even stay with him, but to allow him to still abuse her the way she claims he does? Listen, man, this is a very difficult one, but it's so wishy-washy. And to be honest with you, I really wish this was so much more straightforward, because then I could sit here and be like, you know what? I can't believe that this guy is doing this. I can't believe he's doing that. And to be honest, she needs to find a way out ASAP. But it's so hard because when it comes to Danielle, it's like, you just don't know what is authentic and what is actually not. Do you see what I'm saying? Because everything that she says, for the most part, is just Danielle being Danielle. End of the day, all I know is that who she is portraying herself on camera, in terms of like on the show, and then who she portrays herself then on social media. There's a lot. Where is the sense? Like, where is the truth? Because on the show, all she ever did was belittle him. All she ever did was disrespect him. And then now off the show, she's now online, disrespecting him again, exposing him as well. I mean, look at it this way. She's someone who likes to be so vocal with everyone. Okay, so why is it when she was on a show with, and her friend Taein came along, why didn't she tell him about Yohan's behavior? But instead, she wanted him and Yohan to become buddy-buddy. You know what though? Let's continue.
People mean sacrifice yourself, which is bullshit. Yes, that is what people mean. Sacrifice your needs in the name of compromise, right? Compromise means two people are on two ends of a spectrum and they both give a little to come to the middle. That's what compromise means. I think people, I think, right? Compromise means two people are on two ends of a spectrum and they both give a little to come to the middle. That's what compromise means. I think people, I think that most married people say, you know what, this is too much fighting. I'd rather just not fight, but it's too expensive to live on my own, so I'm just gonna suck it up and stay in this marriage and either find someone else who makes me happy or, I don't know, figure out a different plan. It's just the truth. Those are all grounds for major resentment. Pick your battles aimed at. Don't sweat the small stuff. Your stuff is big. Yeah, my stuff is really big. Do you believe he loves you? No. I shouldn't say that. I think he has love for me. I think he just doesn't know how. I really, like, if I thought he didn't love me, I wouldn't fight as hard as I do. Like, if I thought he was just a piece of shit. But I'm getting to a place where I'm like, okay, is this really just about papers? I know people are like, how did you not get there a year ago? But, you know, I'm getting to a place where I feel like his whole family's in on it. I thought that they were on my side, but I'm realizing that this is a group effort.
Okay. I think the whole family's in on it. Okay. I mean, listen, she can educate us on sacrifice all she wants. She can educate us on what people in relationships say all she wants. And she can also now start talking about the papers and all that kind of stuff. But, but you're still here. I repeat myself, but you're still here. And when I say you're still here, you're still in this relationship. I'm very, very curious to find out what's going to happen after tell-all. She does say that after the tell-all, she's then going to share, or she's going to go live and say some other stuff. And to be honest with you, the only thing that I want to hear, if I don't hear it on the tell-all, this is something that I definitely want to hear on this live that she's going to do, and that is that she's no longer with Yohan. Because if she's making a series of all these little videos, I mean, of this live stream, slating him and burying him and all that kind of stuff, it better be because she's left him and something that she hasn't, you know, disclosed as of yet because of the show. But either way, that doesn't change the fact that she can no longer say that she's mature, because a mature person would not be doing this 100%. And she can't say that she even loved this man, because somebody that loves you wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? People that seek, someone that will seek revenge on you, or somebody that will seek to put you down, or somebody that will seek to make you look like a piece of trash to other people, is somebody that never loved you. They never loved you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's more lust. I don't know if it's lust or whatever it could be, but I always say that person never loved you, because at the end of the day, when you love someone and you have a strong love for someone, even if they break your heart and all that kind of stuff, because obviously, you know, when you love someone, you respect them. Okay? You're not going to disrespect someone just because now they've left you. You're going to be hurt. You're going to be feeling rage. You're going to be feeling, obviously, all type of things that are evil. But you're not going to act on them, because you're going to say to yourself, hey, but I love this person because this person did this, and that for me. And this person made me feel this way and that. So why am I not going to try and hurt them just because they left me? Why am I going to try and hurt them just because, you know what I mean? Look at it this way. To this day, you get people that have been in abusive relationships, but they still never want to seek ill intent against that person that abused them. They still have this love for them, right? They still want to protect that person. They still want to have hope that that person is gonna become better. People like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, that's when you know when somebody still wants to defend someone that's a piece of trash. That's when you know that person really did love that person. But when somebody wants to behave like this, don't be using love in the same sentence. Nah, I'm not having that. Don't do that. Trust me, and I've learned it myself. You know, when you think somebody cares about you, forget love. I thought somebody cared about me. You know, I mean. The concept was, yes, they had this persona where they said they loved me, but most importantly, I thought that they cared. But then you tell somebody, hey man, this isn't working for me, man. We gotta go separate ways, and then boom, they come with a whole stampede of a whole crew to come after you. At the moment, I'm like, damn, you never cared for me. You never loved me. I don't even know why you was even here, but because I've gone away now, you're bitter, and now you wanna run havoc on me. For what reason? Tear me down for what reason? Just because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So understand this. If you're in a position where you want to tear somebody down that you allegedly love, you never loved them. And if you're in a position where you was with someone that you thought loved you, and then because you left them, they now want to make your life hell, they never loved you. Well, let me change it. They never loved you purely. They may have loved you in a toxic way, in a negative way, or whatever, but pure love. You know that pure love that everybody's seeking nowadays? Yeah, that one. That unconditional love. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a fine line between unconditional love and just love. But hey, we continue with Danielle's madness.
A group effort. There, you're being very negative. I'm still here because all of my stuff is here, and my contract for my apartment ends on July 1st. So I have to figure out, I'm not moving my stuff again because I'm not going back to New York. So I have to figure out if I want where I'm putting my stuff. I think I'm leaving it all at his family's house. And if it's gone, it's gone. But because it's only stuff, but that is the easiest and fastest way for me to be happy. But since the filming of the tell-all, my life has been such a fucking nightmare. Like a nightmare. Dangerous. But I think Johan's dream was to come here and he has a glorified version of the US. I think when you remove the dream, he's holding on to it and spilling out everywhere. I filed for Johan's tourist visa on 8 days after we met. We met on June 30th, and when I got back to my country it was July 6th. That application for a tourist visa was filed July 8th, and I have the receipt, and I'm happy to send it to Linda because I like her. If any blogger wants it, I'll give it to Linda. I have the receipt for the application. I also have the Western Union receipt for when I paid for that tourist visa, when he went and took the money and then realized that the the place was closed. What is it called? The consulate? The consulate was closed. So he took the money. We waited until after we got married when the consulate was open, and that's a whole other animal. But I applied for that fucking visa, and I've been sitting on that and not been sharing it, but I'm just so tired of hearing it because I did everything in my fucking power to make this man have the life that he wants.
You know, that hold on a minute. I remember on the season, right, she purposely said, I'm pretty sure she said this, that I haven't applied for the visa just yet because I want to live in the Dominican Republic and I don't want to live in the States. Am I the only one that heard that? I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Something on those lines. You know what I mean? I knew what episode it was. I don't know if it was episode 1, 2, or 3. Man, if I knew the episodes, I would have clipped that still. If I can find the clip, then I'll add it to the video. But if I don't, then I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So to be honest with you, you know, Danielle, you keep saying what you got. You keep saying what you're saying, but is there really much truth in what you're saying though? Is there really though? If you ask me, But hey man, listen, she's coming in acting as if she's got all the receipts and all that kind of stuff, so I'm looking forward to these receipts. But at the same time though, it's just interesting because she's speaking very highly about how Johan, you know, it may be for the papers, maybe for this and that, but why are you still here? You know what though, this is what I want to know. Johan, why are you still with Danielle? She's been dragging you throughout the season, to be honest with you. Dragging you on screen and dragging you off screen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he's sticking around. Like, bro, you need to set a better standard for yourself. The level of disrespect that Danielle's giving you is wild. Absolutely wild. But given that she's telling the truth that you are abusive, well, Danielle just said, yeah, I can't say that. I can't say that on YouTube still. You know what I mean? I can't say that. But I can say this for sure though. If he is abusive in that way, I don't know why Danielle hasn't reported him, to be honest with you. Like, it's a bit of a madness. But hey, we continue.
Filming of that, I did everything in my fucking power to make this man have the life that he wants. I got him a show. I got him I applied for a visa. He has never paid for food. He doesn't pay for a thing in his life. Like, he has an amazing life. So his dream was not squashed by me. Because he loves you. Is he cheating on you? Is he putting his hands on you? You sound so resentful right now. Hugs. Yes, he is cheating on me. And is he putting his hands on me? He has, but you know, it was once. And I kind of moved on. He loves you. Is he cheating on you? Is he putting his hands on you? You sound so resentful right now. Hugs. So I don't have a picture of like his penis in someone else's vagina, but I have enough evidence of conversations that he has with other women and like things that he does while I'm not in the country that any normal woman, especially a Scorpio woman, knows what's happening.
You know, the more and more she talks, the more and more she keeps going on and on and on, is the more and more I'm like, hold on a minute. So you're giving us more and more reasons of why you should not be with him. You're now telling us that he's a cheater, he's an abuser. You know what I mean? You've got evidence as well of texting other women. You know what I mean? And obviously you've got evidence of actually experiencing him being the way he is. All that kind of stuff, right? But you're still here. Yeah, whatever, but we continue.
How do you know he's cheating on you? So I found a bunch of different like pictures and pictures with him video chatting with other women. I found a conversation with him and another woman that was like inappropriate. He's lied to me about like places that he's been when he's been out and like having conversations with other women. So that's like the main what I feel like most of it, because one day I'm gonna take all these screenshots and all these photos and all these experiences. I vlog every time I have an experience with him and I like take a video. One day this is all gonna be a fucking museum exhibit of my life. Maybe when I die, it's all gonna be in like a time capsule, because when I tell you the shit that I experience, but every day I just wake up and I'm like, today is a new day. Today is gonna be amazing. I can't wait for today. That's how I wake up every single day, and regardless of how my day goes.
Listen, this is the reality, right? I've said a lot of things and I have nothing else to add. All I want now is to go down in the comment section and to see what you guys are going to say based on what Danielle said, and of course also based on what I said too. But also at the same time, I also want to see you guys leaving a like on the video, subscribing, and also catching you in the next video if you dig what I'm saying. But with that being said, we are done and we are out. Don't forget, yeah, we are.